Don't forget to use TCG Center 5 code on ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more. Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Today we'll be looking at another standard deck in the current format. So I decided to build Trevenant with the support of Trevenant Break, of course, and the Mienshao. So a lot of people tried to build this deck like 3-4 months ago, but it wasn't that good because the Floatstone wasn't reprinted yet. But when the Floatstone came reprinted, Trevenant started to grow in popularity and his price go up because of that Forest Curse and also of that Wally, which will allow you to have your Trevenant turn 1 into play. So basically, what's the deal in this deck? So it's basically to start with the Trevenant turn 1 and turn 2 to have Mienshao spread the damage around the board, and pretty much with the Mienshao you can hit for like 40 with only 1 energy, but with the Muscle Band and Strong it's 80, and the Fighting Stadium for the EX can be 100, or even knockout on the popular cards like Manectric EX in the format, which means you will put it back into your hand and came in the front with the Trevenant, so you can either prevent your opponent by playing item cards, or with the Nervous Seed increase his attack for 1 more colorless energy, which is pretty good. In my opinion, if you play it, it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good, especially against those Night March decks or any other decks in the current format who used a lot of energy to attacks. But also if you have, for example, in the deck card like a Headringer, it can be even 2 more additional energies to attack. So I run 3 Shaman EX for the setup, pretty much enough. Then I have 3 copies of Mienfao and 3 copies of Mienshao for, of course, the attacker. For support, of course, 4 Phantom and 3 Trevenant with the Forest Curse and 1 Trevenant with the Nervous Seed. And in addition to that, I have 2 Trevenant Breaks. So you can also finish the game with the Trevenant Break to spread 30 damage around the board once your opponent starts to retreat or do maneuvers, but of course you have Lysander, so you can prevent him from doing that. And I'm still thinking about playing maybe only 1 Trevenant Break in the deck and adding second Wally, which would be pretty better. Then I have 4 Trainer's Mail, which will allows me to look at the top 4 cards of my deck and put any trainer card I find there into my hand. Now, of course, 4 Ultra Balls, so I can search my deck for any Pokemon that I really need. 4 copies of Versus Seeker, so with the Versus Seeker I put any supported card back into my hand. 1 copies of AZ, which is also good. Sometimes you just want to scoop up something from play, maybe like Shaman or something like that. It's always good to have at least 1 AZ in your deck, you never know when you really need it. 1 copies of Judge, just in case you get perfect start, you can judge your opponent, but also for late game or for the situation moments when you see that your opponents grab Lysander for the next turn, you can just judge him. Of course, 2 copies of Lysander in case one of them are prized. 4 copies of Sycamores just for draw as the main. 1 Teamflame Grunt for the deck. You can discard your opponent's active Pokemon energy. That's also good. 2 Wallies, as I mentioned before, so you can have 2 turn 1 Trevenant in play. 3 different stadiums. I decided to go with the Fighting Stadium and I decided to go with the Silent Lab, so 3 stadiums in total. I have also 3 Floatstones, so I can retreat. I have 3 Muscle Bands to increase damage. I have 4 Mystery Energies that can be also used to retreat, and also it can be used on that Trevenant Break deck to use 2 of them for Silent Fear. And last but not only, I have 4 strong energies for Mienshao and 2 fighting energies, so I can use his attack. So let's try to test deck, so guys you can actually see how it will work. Okay, I'm not sure if I saved deck changes. Oh, I didn't. I think that only one Trevenant break will be good, but I also thinking about maybe discard a Trevenant break from the deck and adding third Wally. I'm thinking that case maybe the deck even work pretty much better, but who knows. Okay, so moving to testing, playing against the dark deck and the colorless, which means that it's probably some kind of Darkrai, maybe Eviltal deck, and Shaman for support. Of course, I would like to start first. The main focus of this deck is to go first, so you can lock down your opponent by preventing him from playing item cards. And I don't have the best possible opening hand, but I will just draw additional card and also have Trainer's Mail. So Muscle Band and the AZ and the Sycamore, but I think I will stack with the Sycamore. On the other side, Darkrai, which means that my opponent is weak against me. Not sure if I should go with Shaman for one, but I will probably do it just because I can. And right now I need to do a painful thing. I need to discard two of my stadium cards that I had, and that's not good. It's not good at all, but luckily I still, yeah, I will definitely misplay turn 1 my Trevenant, so that means that my opponent will be able to play Trevenant break, but at least I have a decent starting hand. I just need the energy. There is the Float Stone. Yeah, we'll just attach the energy to my benched Phantom, and will not for now attach the Float Stone. Who knows, maybe my opponent can do the trick to discard it. The bad thing is that my Trevenant is weak on the darkest Pokemon, so that can be painful, but we'll definitely see how the game will go on. And there's the Enhanced Hammers, which means that I just lost my energy in this turn. But I have Trevenant that came into play, and that will be good for me. But I still don't have Mienshao, so I need somehow to find it. Okay, so I have two Trevenants right now. Both of them have Float Stones. And I'm still trying to find my first Mienshao so I can start to spread some damage around. As you can see, I misplayed Trevenant turn 1, which saved my opponent. As you can see, he attached that Fighting Fury Belt, which will save him because I will do 200 damage to him and he will left on 40. If I was able to get Trevenant turn 1, it would probably be the GG, but it's still the decent start. Just try to have two Minfos on your bench each time so you can easily... Yeah, this will be the knockout. So you can easily start to attack with it each possible turn. And yeah, that's pretty much all that you need to know to have in your deck. Okay, so I return for the knockout, and we'll came in the front again with my Trevenant. Luckily my opponent will not be able to play item cards, will not be able to knock me out, so I will somehow manage to survive. And the case why I try to play two Trevenant breaks are just because I have the more HP with the Trevenant break instead with the regular Trevenant. And sometimes that can be crucial, and right now I see the double color synergy just came into play and I'm asleep. And I will try to find with the Wally Trevenant break. Oh no, I don't have it. I don't have it, but since I already played, I needed to grab it, and I need to evolve. But yeah, I will definitely miss one turn to attack. And that's pretty much, in my opinion, that I can do. Maybe something like this to try maybe find one more Phantom just in case my opponent managed to knock me out next turn, so I will be able to start attack with my Mienshao and came again with the Trevenant in the front. But so far he cannot still play item cards, and once I'll be able to retreat, I'll be able to one-hit knock out that Darkrai EX for 200 damages, and that's pretty good. And again, Tails on the coin flip. But pretty much I'm strong right now, as you can see. I have pretty good bench. I have two Mienshaos ready to attack. And I also just need to get heads so I can awake, but that's just ridiculously insane. I get like 5 turns in a row, tails on the coin flip, also between turns, in a total 5 tails I think. So I'm still looking to get first heads, and I again get the tail card, tails on the coin flip, and we'll just pass. And again tails, this is just, I don't know what to say. Getting so many tails is just okay. So right now there is a heads, which means that I will be able to knock out my opponent, and in order to do that I will just retreat and hit for 200 and put back my Mienshao into my hand, and the next turn I can try to find 2 more additional prize cards. There is Mienfao and a Versus Seeker, so with the Versus Seeker I can grab something from the bench. Oh, also Malamar have the weakness, that's good. That's good, I have Lysander for the victory for the next turn, only if my opponent managed to judge me somehow, but if he cannot do that, it will be pretty much GG. Of course, I forget he can try to hyper-hypnosis me with attaching the energy, and that's the thing that he right now do. I again get tails, so I'm getting kind of frustrated with those coin flips. But it is how it is. Sometimes you get heads, sometimes you get tails. And right now I'm awakened. Even if he managed to knock me out with Max Malamar, Max Hammer, whatever, I'll be able to. Okay, so yeah, right now I can just free retreat. Yep. And right now I can just. Oh, I totally forgot. I almost misplayed. I can right now just use a return and lock him for 200 damages. So the deck works pretty good, in my opinion. Only problem was those coin flips and tails on that sleep between turns. But let's try one more game. Oh, really nice. So I want the coin flip and I start first in this game. Phantom. Well, maybe I can find Wally and actually evolve into Trevenant. Oh, I just top decked Wally. That's ridiculous. So we'll not just waste the time. We'll just evolve Trevenant, third one, and definitely cut down my opponent down to prevent him by playing item cards. But I will also judge him down to 4, which will also be pretty good, especially against that Eevee. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot that I played Trevenant, so I cannot play right now, judge after it. So there is the energy evolution on the Vaporeon. Oh, on the Glaceon from the Furious Fist, which says this attack does 10 to each of your opponent's benched Pokemons. Okay, and there's the 0-6, so I just lost my special energy, and there's the Blizzard, so that's pretty much all that he can do right now, and we'll just stick with the Sycamore and hope I can top deck. Well, I didn't yet top deck the Floatstone. Oh, but right now I have Floatstone, so I have the ability to retreat. Before I even do that, I'll just find another Mienshao so I can have it for the next turn. But I could also attack with my Trevenant. That's also the backup option with this deck. So Mienshao will do 60, and I will retreat back to Trevenant. So he still cannot play item cards, but yeah, that's pretty much all. Well, this also was the fast game. I will need to play at least one more game. But pretty much the idea of the deck is to attack and go back to Trevenant. Even better option maybe would be if your Trevenant might have those bursting balloons. Okay, I want the coin flip. I will go first. And let's see if I can have another Trevenant. But oh boy, this hand is just... it's really bad. Okay, but luckily I got my Ultra Ball as the top deck, so I can go with the Shaming. And I can even go for like 6 cards, which is pretty good. Let's see if I can grab Wally. If I'll be able to grab Wally, but for now I can't. Nope, just the Verse Seekers. I could maybe also attack that Mewtwo with my... yeah, I'm still thinking. I have only 4 Psychic Energies. Okay, I decided even to play that Sycamore. There's the Fighting Stadium. And pretty much I will just pass for now. I cannot use the Ascension because I don't have the Dimension Wally. That Mewtwo can do 30 only, which means that I will be able to survive, and I can also retreat onto my Phantom. But depends on that if my opponents have the Dimension Wally. Oh, so he just don't have anything, only 1 energy card. Well, that's a shame. There we go, there's a Trevenant, there is also the Fighting Stadium, and the Strong Energy, and also Judge. Ah, come on. Okay, sounds good. Sounds like a plan. We'll just stay as the active with this Trevenant, which will says that my opponents need to pay 1 more energy in order to attack. So for the Shatter Shot, he'll need 1 more energy. If he don't have it, he cannot attack. There's a Swirlix, so that means that he play a deck with the Slurpuff. And the birch observation. Looks like I even helped him with the judge, so he got the details on the birch. Okay, second energy, which will be 60 damage. And there's the Evil Soda onto Mega Mewtwo EX. Okay, there's the Versa Seeker and the Trevenant Break. Well, I cannot use Trevenant Break for now, but I can use Versa Seeker for like Sycamore. And hope I can get Stadium and the Mienshao, and I do get both of them. So with the Shrine of Memory, he can just easily swap damage counters. But pretty much I'm sure that I lock him enough right now. And I will just came in front with that Trevenant who prevent him by who says that you need to have one more energy in order to use attack, which means that even if he gets that damage change chance, he will not be able to do it because he will need one more energy in order to do that. But at least he can knock me out with that Psychic Infinity by attaching the one energy, but at least I can buy some time and to knock him back down with my Trevenant Break, which is, in my opinion, smart play because I will also spread 20 damage to Swirlix onto bench. And I think that in that case this game will be pretty much over. Oh, but he got the Shrine of Memories, but luckily he cannot use the damage swap. And that helps me a lot. Okay, so 3 Slam for 120 and 20 to bench, which means that I was able to knock out that Mega Mewtwo. And I think, in my opinion, this is pretty much GG right now because he cannot play item cards and only some kind of supporter cards, and the basic Pokemon on the bench can help him and prevent him by losing this game. But yeah, there's the victory. So 3 games in a row. 3 pretty easy victories, but not the strongest opponent that I actually got. But pretty much there's the deck list, so I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more future videos. And yeah, there's the deck idea that you can build and play Mienshao with your Trevenant and Trevenant Break, but since the Bursting Balloons are also pretty strong card, I think that also Trevenant Break will be good with the Bursting Balloons. So stay tuned for that video, and until the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.